guys. Welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Today I'm going to be covering a Courtney Ryan video. I have nothing against Courtney. I think she's trying to do the same thing I am, which is trying to help single guys or trying to help men, trying to help women. She's got more subscribers than I do. I mean, so she's certainly hitting the right theme with the right people. And she does it from, I think, again, a place of caring and love. I really do think she does. Now, maybe I don't know what she's like in her personal story. She might be the exact type of woman I'm talking about, which was partied it up and, wouldn't settle down until she met a millionaire. So I don't know. I don't know. And I don't care. Because I think, it seems like she's trying to do the right thing. So this video's been viewed 100,000 times. She says women would rather be single and alone forever than quote-unquote settle. Well, yes, of course they would. Why? Because they've all been told that 100% of the women can have 10% of the men. That's what and they don't understand that there's going to be 9 losers there's going to be 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 losers. Why? Because all 100% of women chase 10% of men. Those 10% of men sleep with all the women they want. They get to have the bachelor lifestyle. They get to enjoy women. They sleep with all the women they want. They're highly desirable. Life is easy and good for them. Except for all the trips to the doctor for the STIs. And they never want to settle down because they have so many options. And they know that if they stay in good shape and they're a Henry Cavill-looking dude, they're never going to have to get married. And they can sleep with hot 20-year-olds until they're probably 60. So those men never settle down. So what percentage of women win? 0. What percentage of men win? 10%. Actually, if you have the right mindset, 100% of men can win. If you just say, hey, you know what, I guess dating's not for me. I'll just do my own thing. I'll carve my own path in life, and I'll rent a woman on the weekends like I'm riding a sports car. So anyway, let's get into Courtney's thing here. And I think I got this 1.5 speed. Yeah, 1.5 speed. And that way we can zip through her messages a little bit quicker here. I'll try not to interrupt too often, except when I have salient points.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we are reacting to a TikTok. Nothing more to say. We're going to watch it together, reconvene, and I will tell you what I think per usual. So
I did see an engagement and or wedding ring on her finger, so she did find somebody. It looked like a big diamond though, so it's probably a little bit of the, you know what I'm saying.
Get started.
So tonight I came to the conclusion that I am officially done pursuing any sort of relationship. I am so tired of thinking it's going to work out with someone and then it doesn't work. Like, there's literally no point for me anymore to even try because, one, it's very rare that I find someone that I actually feel like opening up to. And once I do open up to someone, like, I assume that they feel the same way about me as I do about them. And then what ends up happening is I just end up getting hurt because I love really, really hard and I just choose the wrong people. And unfortunately, I don't know if I'm ever going to have it in me to like find someone that like is healthy or good for me. Like, I obviously want that, but that's not what I'm attracted to. And so I'm not going to settle for someone that I'm not attracted to just because like they're good for me. And I know that sounds really bad. I hope that makes sense. I'm just genuinely at a point right now where I would so much rather be like single and alone and in peace than ever get into something ever again where I'm the one that's left so hurt. I am done putting my emotions on the line for someone, and I'm done crying over men because it's just not worth it for my health at all. But yeah, I think what really hurts is just like having a vision of thinking that something's going to work out, and then you start seeing someone's true colors and then you realize that it's probably not right for you. So yeah, I'm done. I give up. I am not doing this anymore. No point.
Now, normally this is where I would react to this. But I'm going to react to Courtney's reaction because she's coming at it from let me be a helpful woman, a helpful dating coach, or helpful advice, and then I'm going to tell you why she's wrong, because that's what I do.
The women going their own way movement begins. I've seen this so much from men, so to see the flip side here is just rather new for me. I never really see women make this type of content, but I thought it would be interesting to go through some of her points and discuss them a bit further if any of you might be feeling this way too, because I know.
Number one, she's talking about women doing their own thing, going their own way, like the men's group has. Huge difference between the two. Number one, she's going her own way because of her own bad decisions. She chooses a guy that is the bad boy. She even says, I'm not attracted to good guys. I'm not attracted to the guys I should be dating. I'm attracted to the bad boys, the guys that don't care about me. Then I fall in love with them, and then they don't commit because I knew they weren't going to commit because they're a bad boy player, top 10 percenter. And I give all my love and my emotions, and they throw it away and leave. Congratulations. You've just discovered what top 10% of men can do because they have options. And now she's like, I'm done with men. And Courtney's like, oh, this is the women going there. Okay, there's the difference, though. This woman, made her own bed, and now she's having to lie in it. She's the one making the bad decisions, falling in love with the wrong men, the men that we know are bad men, and they're top 10 percenters and they have options. And now she's like, I give all my love to them and then I'm crushed and I can't do it anymore. What's the difference? Most of the guys going their own way don't feel like they chased a top 10 percenter. Most of the guys feel like I got a woman that I think is right for me. She says she's right for me. She's not, like, I don't get the feeling that this is short term. Or the guy married her, maybe had kids with her, and then she decides to move on and take the kids. Well, you notice in all these situations when things go south, it's the woman's decision that makes it go south. So this girl picks the bad boys, falls in love with the bad boys, gets ditched by the bad boys, won't date a good guy. She's going her own way. That's 100% her fault, right? But she thinks it's the men's fault. Now, the guys that are doing their own thing now, they got divorced. Whose was the divorce idea? Hers. They got cheated on. Who was the cheating? She did the cheating. She decided to take the kids. Who decided? She did. She just decided to move on. So whose fault? She makes all the mistakes. And the guys going their own way are like, I'm not paying for those mistakes anymore. And the Chad Thunderstroke that she decided to try to do this with and broke her heart, she also made that decision. That guy didn't make that decision. That guy was just like, I told you, I got options. I'm not sticking around. So, the two are very different. Women going their own way, they burnt themselves. Guys going their own way got burnt by somebody else. I think that's the difference. Now, you might say, well, this girl got burnt by that guy, but she knew what she was getting into because she admitted it. She knew she was dating a short-term bad boy that wasn't a good guy. She knew it. That's on her, not on him.
I know a lot of you are. I see a lot of it in my comment sections and just this entire men going their own way movement that is now happening to women, apparently. So the first thing I want to talk about here is a lot of unrealistic expectations that are happening in dating. She said, I'm so done thinking it's going to work out with someone and then it doesn't work. She also said, once I open up to someone, I assume they feel the same way about me as I do about them. And of course, no hate to this creator. I'm trying to approach this with grace and empathy. I know this is tough. It's clearly tough if you're posting this online. And I know that so many people are feeling that way too because the video went viral. And the comments were telling me that a lot of people felt that way too. So again, all that will be said is from grace and understanding and empathy here.
Yeah, that's fine. But like she says, there were a lot of comments of women saying, yes, me too. Why? Why are so many women? Because they're all dating the same guy. They're all dating the same 10% guys. And then they're like, oh, this is happening to me too. Guys, how many of you, don't literally raise your hand, but how many of you are like, I don't get asked out. Women don't even look my way. Women don't talk to me. Women that I think I'm better than, that maybe they're unattractive or overweight, or maybe they don't have many good dating prospects. I even just try to be nice to those women and say hi, and they act like they're better than I am. I think all of us could raise our hands and say, yeah, that's a lot of people in society, a lot of women in society today. Or if you're like, hello, I just wanted to, can I get past you to get that gallon of milk? I have a boyfriend. Sweetheart, you're 300 pounds and ugly as the day is long. I just want the milk. But the fact that she has to chase you off as if she thinks she's going to get you. This is where we are today. And again, I have no hate against Courtney for this, but you'll hear Courtney just doesn't understand, I think, women, because she is one, and she probably did the same thing. She got a big old fat honking diamond, it looks like, on her finger. She probably stayed single until she met a very successful man. Did she date average everyday dudes? Probably not. I mean, I'm not calling her out on it. I don't know. But if she's like most of women, no, she didn't. She waited for the wagon to hitch her, or the horse to hitch her wagon to. I was trying to think of like the tractor trailer to hitch her wagon to, but that didn't fit.
But I wanted to highlight these statements specifically because I think it's unrealistic to approach dating with these type of mindsets. The unfortunate reality here is that it's not going to work out with everyone that you talk to or everyone that you date, and that's okay. The truth is that
It's not okay. See, this is where she's getting it wrong. It's okay if it doesn't work out with everybody you talk to or everybody you date. No, that's the problem. Is it doesn't work and it doesn't work and it doesn't work and it doesn't work because you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And so next thing you know, you got women with body counts damn near in their triple digits. They haven't learned anything and they're making the same mistakes. And then they go back to, like I was doing in this other video, they go back to this guy saying, oh, I want you to be my fallback guy. Just be here, be nice, just wait for me while I go try to do my thing. No, you can't. It is a mistake. Learn from your mistakes, women. Do better.
you can invite someone to love you, but you can't force them to. And it's unrealistic to think that just because you feel a certain way about someone, that they should automatically feel the same way back. It's just not realistic to think that. So unfortunately, these and many more expectations in dating are the exact things that are keeping people single. It's why relationships don't work out. So to really break these down and understand why they're unrealistic is important and could be helpful for anyone who is currently struggling with the same mindset or same feelings. The next thing that I want to talk about here is this choosing poorly thing. It's kind of this I choose poorly, but blame the person I chose.
Geez, where's my ding, 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 buddy button? Holy crap. I don't want to blow your ears out. Let me pull that down.
Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for her, Johnny?
That is literally every woman today ever. All of them. Not all of them, but again, you know what I'm saying. There's so many women in relationships. You try to do everything you can, be a nice guy. And when I mean nice guy, I don't mean nice guy. I mean like be a good man. And then it goes south, and then the woman blames you because you weren't exciting enough, or you didn't change, or you didn't do this, or you didn't do that, or you're the bad boy. And then this has happened to me in relationships. I am not interested in anything long term. Like we can have a casual thing going, and if that casual thing goes for 6 months or a year, awesome. But I'm not looking to fall in love. I'm not emotionally ready for that. I've literally said that to a woman before. And what was her response? I'm okay with that. Yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it. And what happens 4 or 5, 6 months in? I think I'm falling for you. I really care about you. Where do you see this going? Is this becoming something? And I'm like, no, I told you. Like I'm not in that headspace. Yeah, but we've spent so much time, and I just thought that. No, I'm not there with you. I'm sorry. I like our thing. I like going out on dates with you. I like the bedroom. All that's good, but I'm just not into there. You're a jerk. You're an a-hole. You're a monster. You're horrible. How dare you? How dare
How dare you?
How dare you not fall for me? And then they get angry. And then they probably leave you or break up with you, and they call you a monster. Or worse for them, you say to them, because this is exactly what happened to me. You say to them, look, I get it. Like, I get it. I'm just not there, and I'm sorry that you're in this place. If you don't want to see me anymore, I understand. And she's like, I don't. I want to find the right guy. I want to have a relationship. I want to blah, 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 blah. Okay, good luck to you. I have no ill hate. And she's like, you're an a-hole, and bounce. What happens 3 or 4 months later? Deep, texty. Hey, I was just thinking, I'd like to catch up again, blah, 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 blah. And so either one of two things happened. She got played by another alpha dude. Not played, but she shot her shot and missed with another guy. Or she got the boring guy, and she got bored and decided to reach back out. And you know what I did? I said, no, I get it, but I haven't changed really. Like, I'm still just doing the fast and furious lifestyle here. This was in my, late 30s, I guess. I'm still doing the fast and furious lifestyle here. Like, nothing's changed on my part. Oh, that's okay. Like, well, and what happened? Same thing, like 4 or 5 months. Well, what about? No, not interested. You're a monster. Blocked, never talk to me again.
Type of thing going on. And it's a phenomenon I see happening pretty commonly now. I actually reacted to some videos not too long ago where that was kind of the case as well. And it's just kind of shocking to me to see someone understand that they're choosing poorly. She said, I just choose the wrong people. Now, I will say there was major accountability taken there in this video when she said, I don't know if I'm ever going to have it in me to find someone who is healthy or good for me. That's just not what I'm attracted to. So kudos to her for recognizing that and being self-aware enough to know that. But to take it a step further here, if you know this to be true about yourself and what you're attracted to, instead of just giving up or throwing in the towel, accepting your fate, wouldn't it make more sense to figure out why you're consistently choosing people who aren't good for you?
You can't. They can't do it. They cannot do it. They can't. They're broken. They can't. This is what happens when little girls from age 5 all the way up through 13, 15 are told you're wonderful, you're special, you're unique, you're a snowflake, you deserve everything great in the world, don't settle for second best. And then they get into their teens and they hear men bad, men are just pigs, men are this, men are that. You don't need no man. Again, go back to the video here I showed of this girl putting on the engagement ring and freaking out. You don't need that. Earn your own money, go to college, be a strong, empowered woman. You can have it all. And then she gets into college, and then more of the indoctrination, women great, men bad, feminism, blah, blah, blah. And then she exits. And then she encounters the real world and real men. 90% of men are completely invisible. They're that thing over there, I think, fixes things. I think they call him, that guy fixes things involved with water. They call that a plumber. A plumber. That thing is a plumber. That's not a man. That's not an individual human that I would ever see as human and date or talk to. That is a plumber. And that thing over there makes the electricity go. They call him an electricity-ician. He's just good for making things work. He's not human. I wouldn't date him. He's dumb. He doesn't make enough money or he's not cool enough for me. I want to tell everybody I'm dating an investment banker. I don't want to tell everybody I'm dating whatever the heck that thing is. The electrician. I don't even know what they call them. They're beneath me. They've been told this all the way up until they're 25. And so at 25, they're like, I don't care about any of these people or these men, but he's hot and I want to sleep with him. And then they sleep with him and he's hot and he's probably funny. And then they get the tingles and then they fall for the guy and then he throws them away. They don't know any other way. There is no, no, this is good for Courtney to say this, so no bad on her. She's thinking like a rational woman. Now, she may not act like a rational woman, but she's at least speaking like one, and she's thinking like one in the moment. Although that tends to go out the window, depending on what's happening. So what happens? Well, she's saying the right advice, but she doesn't understand that these women don't know comprehendo. I guarantee you, I have not looked at the comments on this. I guarantee you probably most of the comments are from men. Where are the comments? Do I have to click something for the comments now? Comments. Why do comments not show up right? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Muhammad, that's a guy. David Chambers, that's a guy. Jacob Tani, that's a guy. OT something, I've been married 30 years. My wife, that's a guy. Both men, blah, blah, blah. That's a guy. Profile picture, guy. So who's she talking to? She's talking to the same people I'm talking to, men. Women aren't listening. Women don't care. They just want to put themselves out on TikTok and get some social media validation and feel good about themselves. And then they're like, okay, well, I'm not going to do any research. I'm not going to listen to somebody like Courtney Ryan. Who cares? The only people listening to Courtney Ryan are men. And because men are like, yeah, I agree with you, Courtney. Who cares? The women don't listen. The women don't care.
Why you're attracted to people who don't treat you right? She said, I'm not going to settle for someone I'm not attracted to just because they're good for me. To this, I would say, why are you attracted to people who are bad for you? Where does this attraction stem from? Are you prioritizing the right things when you're choosing to be with someone? Because if you were, then you wouldn't be choosing poorly, right? And I think this is a common issue that a lot of people have now of really prioritizing the completely.
What are you going to prioritize? What's the right thing? Man bad, man stupid, man don't need man, got my own money. Man mean, man patriarchy, man fat, lazy, man stupid. It's all been brainwashed in them for 15 years. They are instilling their values. What are their values? He's hot and he's successful. I'm successful. I'm pretty hot. We should be a couple. What's the guy looking at? Well, you're not going to be a good mother. You don't know how to cook. You're not feminine. You're hot. But there's also a lot of hot girls that I'm dating. So what's his value? The little man in the boat, the little man in the wet boat, the pink taco. That's it. That's his value. So he's dating what he values. She's dating what she values. The difference is women are hardwired to fall in love. Women are hardwired to pair bond with somebody that they sleep with. And so the pair bonding kicks in. And she's like, oh, this is great. And the guy's like, that's not hardwired in me. Out the door you go. I've got 50 other women to do this week. And she's dumped on the side of the road crying, going, I don't understand. And what do? The women keep doing this until all their receptors are burnt out and they no longer have the ability to pair bond, and then they just hate men forever. I don't even need to play, like, we're 20 minutes in. I don't need to play the rest of this video. Because who's she talking to? She's talking to men. She's talking to men. Women aren't listening to this. And yes, many of us agree, be like, exactly, Courtney. You bet, Courtney, you're right. You're totally right. It's an echo chamber. It's no different than us having this discussion in here with a bunch of guys. It's an echo chamber. So, the women don't care. The women aren't going to learn. The women aren't going to see the error of their ways. They're going to keep doing the same crap they've always done. At the end, they're going to party in their 20s. They're going to see men as nothing more than utilitarian for good times and whatever, paying for dates and whatever. Then they're going to try to settle down. But no guy will, the real men that they want won't settle with them. They'll just sleep with them and toss them aside. So then they have two choices: be single forever, or quote unquote settle for a plumber that makes $100,000 a year, who's an awesome guy and would be an amazing dad, would treat her like a princess, and would maybe even overlook her triple-digit body count. So it's either be single forever alone now, or settle for that plumber guy. Now, I know all of you would be like, that plumber guy sounds like a great guy. He is, but he's invisible. And these women know it, and they're not going to learn from this stuff. They never, ever, 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 ever will learn. Courtney's not teaching women lessons. She's reinforcing what we men already know. And that's not going to help. That's not going to help anybody. Might make us feel better and sleep well at night knowing, yeah, we're totally right. Whoop-de-frickin-do. It's not going to change the way of the world. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Guys, if you're just here on YouTube, join us over on betterbachelor.locals.com. Here's the thing. There's a post that I pinned. I meant to repost it or repin it. Some supporters over there have donated money to give away $5 support level access. All you have to do is email me. I forgot what I said. Email me with free membership. I think that's what I put. Email me at beingthebestbachelor@gmail.com. Email me there with the email address that you'd like me to send the membership to, because I need an email address to send it to. So use your normal one. It's not any big deal. And I'll send you some coins that are redeemable on Locals for a membership or support level for a month. And you can come check it out, and you don't have to pay any money, and you can just read the forums and watch the exclusive content, whatever, and go from there. Tonight, I think I'm going to be streaming some Baldur's Gate 3 for a couple of hours. So if you'd like to join me over there for that, just all you have to do is sign up with your email and give it a shot. All right, guys, we will leave it there. I will see you in the next one.